What if I told you the biggest threat to your financial future isn't inflation, isn't student loans, isn't even the economy? It's the comfortable middle-class mindset you don't even realize you've adopted. You can earn $80,000 a year, drive a decent car, take one vacation every summer, post smiling pictures on Instagram, and still be broke at 45. Here's the scary part. Middle-class money traps don't look dangerous. They look normal. They look responsible. They look safe. They look like what everyone else is doing. And that's exactly why they're dangerous. Because while you're playing defense, the wealthy are building offense. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 middle-class money traps you must avoid if you actually want financial freedom, not just financial survival. And make sure you stay until the end, because the final trap is the one that silently steals decades of your life. Let's begin. Point 1. Upgrading your lifestyle. Every time your income grows, you get a raise. You feel proud, you should, but then something strange happens. Your apartment upgrades, your car upgrades, your wardrobe upgrades, your monthly expenses upgrade, but your net worth, it stays exactly where it was. This is lifestyle inflation, the middle class celebration ritual. You make more, so you spend more. And suddenly, your promotion feels exactly like your old salary. Let me ask you something. If every raise increases your lifestyle, when does your wealth increase? Here's what wealthy people do differently. They increase assets first, lifestyle later. Middle class mindset says, I deserve this. Wealth mindset says, I'll deserve it after my investments pay for it. That small difference, it compounds into millions. And speaking of compounding, we'll come back to that. But first, what if the real problem isn't spending more? What if it's believing your salary is security? Point 2. Believing a high salary equals wealth. Let's clear something up. Income is not wealth. Income is a stream. Wealth is a reservoir. You can make $120,000 a year and have zero assets. Meanwhile, someone making $70,000 could be quietly building investments that grow even while they sleep. Middle class thinking focuses on, how can I earn more? Wealthy thinking asks, how can I own more? There's a massive difference, because if your job disappears tomorrow, does your income disappear with it? If the answer is yes, you don't have wealth, you have dependency. And in your 20s and early 30s, this illusion is extremely dangerous, because you feel safe, you're young, you're earning, you're climbing. But time is moving, and that leads us to the next trap, the one that feels harmless but destroys long-term freedom. Point 3. Waiting to invest. When you make more, I'll start investing once I make 6 figures. Sound familiar? Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If you can't invest $200 a month now, what makes you think you'll invest $2,000 later? We don't rise to goals, we fall to habits. Middle class trap. Delay investing until it feels convenient. Wealthy habit. Invest first. Adjust lifestyle second. And here's where urgency hits. If you're 22 and invest $300 a month, you could potentially retire earlier than someone who waits until 32, even if they invest double. 10 years doesn't sound dramatic, but in investing, it's everything. And if that makes you slightly nervous, good. Because fear, when used correctly, creates action. But there's another trap that feels even more responsible, and this one hides behind a word everyone praises. Point 4. Playing it too safe. Safety sounds smart. Get a stable job. Don't take risks. Stay comfortable. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Playing too safe is risky. Inflation isn't safe. Stagnant skills aren't safe. Comfort isn't safe. Middle class trap. Parking money in low yield savings for years. Avoiding investing because the market is scary. Never starting that side skill because what if it fails? Let me flip that question. What if not trying costs you millions? The wealthy don't avoid risk. They manage it. They diversify. They calculate. They learn. But they move because stagnation quietly erodes opportunity. And now, we arrive at the most dangerous trap of all, the one that steals decades without you noticing. Point 5. Designing a lifestyle instead of designing freedom. This one hurts. Middle class success looks like nice apartment, new car, weekend trips, maybe a luxury watch at 29. It feels like progress. But here's the deeper question. Are you building a lifestyle, or are you building leverage? Because there's a difference. Lifestyle costs money. Leverage makes money. One drains your future income. The other multiplies it. And here's the part no one tells you. You can look wealthy for 10 years and then realize you're financially trapped. High expenses, no assets, no flexibility. That's not wealth. That's a golden cage. And if you're between 18 and 30, you are in the most powerful financial window of your life. Not because of your income, because of your time. And time is either your greatest asset or your biggest regret. So here's the shift. Stop asking, how do I look successful? Start asking, how do I become free? Avoid lifestyle inflation. Build assets before image. Invest before you feel ready. Take calculated risks. Design leverage, not just comfort. If you avoid these middle-class traps in your 20s, your 40-year-old self will thank you in ways you can't even imagine. Financial freedom is not dramatic. It's mathematical. And the secret weapon behind everything we discussed today? Compounding. Compounding money. Compounding skills. Compounding decisions. If you want to understand how small investments today can turn into life-changing wealth tomorrow, watch the next video on your screen right now. Power of Compounding Explained. Because once you truly understand compounding, you'll never look at money the same way again. I'll see you there.